Oh, hey guys. So I saw this link on Reddit, and it's like I don't know. It just kind of irritated me, so I figured I'd make a video about it. And cause I got a couple good lessons of this too. But it says love skills plan for Montana truck stop after outcry from locals. Okay. This sign though is kind of the thing that got me. My safety is more important than your truck stop, and it's some little girl, which already tells you she's been being fed some bullshit and propaganda. Like truckers, by the way, not that dangerous statistically. There's less than a million trucks out there. Yet most accidents, 85% of accidents, are caused by cars. When it comes to cars and trucks, truckers, just because it seems like crashes are getting more and more, just because they make the news more often now, does not mean they're unsafe or dangerous. Or like we can't drive for shit, right? Statistically, truckers drive better, way better than pretty much 90% of your traffic out there on the road. Okay, so let's read this article and I'll break it down. Okay, I'm not gonna read the whole thing; it's a little long, but I'll read some bits of it. So, Love's travel stops announced this week. Where's the date? The 17th of August. This week that the company will not move forward with plans to build a truck stop near Ramsey, Montana, after years of staunch resistance from a group of residents. Ramsey is about 40 homes. It's a fucking tiny little town. I said Butte, and it's a community of 40 homes. Okay, and it's off I-90. It looks like about a half hour west of Butte. If I was looking at it correctly on Google, but we'll find out. Love says, for business reasons, we will no longer pursue a travel stop Ramsey at this time, and we'll shift our focus to other projects to support our plans. Makes sense, right? Professional truck drivers identified this location along I-90 as an underserved part of Montana for safe, clean, and well-maintained place to stop as they deliver essential goods. Imagine that. Truck says we need a truck stop here. This is at the base of the mountain it's between Butte and Missoula, so it's really at the base of the mountain before you really start getting up, so it made sense. Give us more parking before we start getting into the weather areas, chain up areas and all that. Give us more parking. That's kind of how this works. Love's announced the plans to build a truck stop in the Ramsey area in early 2017, so the 5 years they've been dealing with this. The Ramsey community fought back, contending that a truck stop would bring crime, pollution, increased traffic, and noise to the town. Yeah, this is hilarious. Like, this shit is funny. What about the pollution of the traffic that goes through the area? And that noise, right? Because they do live along the interstate. So, half of this is bullshit. Increased traffic, half is bullshit. The I-90 is not really that heavily traveled, so all three of these are just hilarious. Crime, okay, maybe, but it's a very, very, very small amount. You would also have cars stopping there, because it would have car pumps and truck pumps. In July 2022, Love received zoning approval to build the truck stop, leading residents to appeal the board's approval in District Court in Butte. The store Love's plan to build would have 111 truck parking spaces, as well as an RV's restaurant and a tire shop. So to put that in perspective, 111, that's relatively large. It's not like one of the biggest out there, because you have Iowa 80, 800, Joplin's 400, I believe. There's extremely large ones, right? But 111 on I-90, that's huge on I-90. And tire shop, because Montana, yeah, that's important too, because that also helps more roadsides. Having trucks be stranded on the side of the road for less time, so they're not sitting there waiting longer. Pretty much this just says the laws recognize that the Ramsey citizens and leaders took steps to bring a travel stop to the area. Pretty much as it said, sum this whole paragraph down. They want to work with the community and against community, and having a relationship with the community is important. I watched this video, and this was, I don't know, like, this is some of the shit you guys like trucks deal with out here. It's like, bring us your shit, but don't fucking park here. We don't want you here. And Montana, well, it used to be a friendly truck state. I mean, I guess most of it still is, but it's like this is a part of the country. It's like really truck friendly. Idaho, Montana, the Dakotas, Nebraska, Wyoming, Kansas, truck friendly states. But this, I don't know. I mean, this is the Ramsey, okay? Because here's where Ramsey is. Hot Thief. It's right after the 15 split, 1590 split. And see, it's like, zoom out. I-90 is through this area. It's not that well traveled. It's not. This is I-90, okay? Billings, Bozeman, Butte, Missoula, not that heavily traveled. I mean, there's stretches of it, but it's it's not that heavily traveled. And this is Ramsey, I guess. I guess this is Ramsey. Oh, it's okay. So not even 30 minutes. It's 10 minutes west of Butte, okay? And holy shit, their hotels are expensive there. But let's go ahead and look at the layers, okay? Let's look at this. Let's look at this. This is Ramsey, okay? You know where the truck stop would go, if I had to guess, based off looking at this? It's because this is the only exit. It's probably gonna go somewhere right here. So this little tiny little square is complaining about the pollution, the crime, the noise. Did I miss anything? Yeah, I don't think I missed anything. They're already pretty much right next to I-90. Like the 111 spots here isn't gonna bring all of a sudden an insane amount of traffic up here. No, like trucks don't like coming up here anyways because of the weather. I mean, look at this fucking picture right here. Okay, look at this. This is right before you start climbing up. It's the base. Like, a lot of truckers don't like driving in snow. So they already deal with pollution, which honestly they're full of shit too. Because what's nice about being wide, having the winds like Montana, Wyoming does, and how big of a state it is, and not a lot of population is, pollution kind of gets just literally blown out of the state. Like, it doesn't sit here. It doesn't. Like, go look at fucking Montana wind currents during the winter, and like here in a month pretty much, and you're gonna like see like nothing stays put. So pollution gone. Road noise, well, they already kind of deal with it. Crime, yeah, okay, I guess you can see when you're 40 homes, but I mean, not gonna be. I mean, they're acting like all of a sudden robberies and everything else is gonna fucking just skyrocket. No. I mean, I mean, cars just out there more, but again, this is a this drive-through area. It's not like, crime doesn't happen anywhere else in drive-through areas. Let's see. Let me Google this. Let me Google truck stops and see how many are here. Okay, so there's a Flying J. That's not very big. That's pretty tiny, actually. This one's bigger than Flying J. I mean, yeah, you can definitely get more guys here, but it's not a lot of parking. And this is what, 10 from here to here. So yeah, it's not a lot. Okay, let's go to Butte. Let's look at Butte. Okay, that's all the parking. Just that. Yeah, I wonder why truckers have been asking for more parking here. Cause you start climbing up pretty much after this. You start going up here. Like, I mean, look, you're starting to go into the mountains. And as soon as you hit Missoula, and pretty much you're in the mountains once you go north of here. West, because it's I-90. So once you go west of there, you're in the mountains till Spokane, pretty much. Doesn't seem like that far, but I mean, let's see. Let's do Butte to Spokane, okay? Now I gotta remember, this is all up hills too, so this is with trucks. And then the downgrade from Coeur d'Alene is S curves, so it's 30 mile an hour Yeah, okay, 5 hours of pretty much nothing except rest stops. And by the way, my first time up into this area, there was a rest stop. I don't remember where, but there was a rest stop in this area, okay? Where, I want to say it was January. Could have been December, but either way. It was before Coeur d'Alene. It was somewhere in this area. I think it might have been Kellogg. I don't know, somewhere in here. But the rest stop had ice. Like, it was literally like an igloo. Like, the rest stop had a building, but it was iglooed over from all the snow. And there was, like, literally like a 4-foot fucking wall that covered most of, like, cause you kind of just pulled straight off the interstate. There was no off ramp. You just kind of pulled off the interstate into it, and there was like a 4-foot wall of solid sheet of ice on it. Like, there's not a lot of here. I mean, I don't think a truck. I think one truck would have gotten that rest stop, and then it would have been full. So I mean, fuck trucks, I guess. Bring us your shit, but get the fuck out. Anyways, what do you guys think of that? You guys live just as annoyed as I am over this, or what? But anyways, you guys safe out there. Catch you next time. Bye.